Did you know that a big talking about or even wondering about Picasso was if he was schizophrenic or not? I'm going to reveal the answer. The truth is, he. Okay, but in all seriousness, he wasn't. Part of his later works were kind of painted that way to make it more visually appealing, and to get people looking at his art more. With that being said, we're actually going to look at some pieces here that might look like it a little bit more schizophrenic, and I bring up Picasso because our third poster today is inspired by some of his work. So, without further ado, the first poster that we have here today is called Art is My Tool. Now, I had made this at the beginning of year 2, of which year 2 is now in a 11 by 17 format, which is a more consistent format for posters. So all of year 2 and year 3 will be in this format. To start with this poster, we have this full body text in the background, followed by this continuation of the story behind the back here. We have this diagram of the eye to kind of show how you can kind of see your art. That's why I have I can see, my art is my tool, my art is tool, see, how can you see, kind of just referencing things that are kind of happening within the story that I like quickly threw together. And this was like year 2 that I actually wanted to throw together a story, unlike last year, which was kind of just last week's video with the hand, how I didn't write the story, but this one I did. This one took a little while. I kind of just like added a lot of filler in here to make it seem more cohesive, that kind of thing. I happened to put it in the third person as if it were the artist talking to themselves, like writing to themselves. I digress. This does come from our inspiration piece, being this down in the corner here with that diagram being shown here, along with the story being told, kind of just very similar elements, adding drop shadows to make it look like the stamp was kind of smeared as it was pressed, or just has some shadowing from a single press. But I looked through all these in one of my class books that I had, and I really liked something that had to do with this and just this style in general. And this being the first poster of year 2, I thought was a very strong start. And this ended up being a couple people's favorite posters off of year 2. This is definitely within my top 5 easily. So yeah, we have the diagram, we have the stamps up front, and then the main body in just behind that, and then we have this shadowed of the exact same story just behind it, just bringing it all together in this entire piece. Now, to look at our typefaces here, we have Stampede within the regular font, and then we have, this one isn't visible right now. I do know that this is the typewriter. I think that's like almost exactly what it's called, or True Typewriter, but I use that as if it were like an old document kind of thing. Now, this being, of course, the first poster of year 2, let's go on to the second one to keep this ball rolling. All right, so looking at our year 2, day 2 poster, we have this turtle. Well, of course, with my crown up top there, and I pretty much made the entire thing with the stroke outline of the brush, just kind of trying to mimic this poster that I had found of this frog. This is a quite popular poster, but following that same format of making the animal with the symbol up top, having this entire thing coming together. It was a very simple poster. This is something that I thought to have as day 2, like I could have done better. But this is what it ended up being. I tried to learn from this this year and tried to improve on it the next year, which I do think I did within some of the characters that I actually designed in year 2. So yeah, this being this poster, just super simple, 2 colors, black and that red to match again our inspiration piece. Super simple, no typefaces to look at with that brush. Just a very simple, I forget which turtle it was. I think it was either a red ear or just a regular box turtle. But yeah, that is going to be day 2, and well, we can just move right into the final poster of today's video. So to end off today's video, we have this personal Picasso poster that takes inspiration from this piece from Picasso, just having a very similar format here. I called it My Garden, and this in the bottom says, "I guess I'm an artist." It's just kind of a nod to being like, well, I guess I'm an artist, even though I would actually consider myself an artist within my own respect. So with that being said, just using very similar elements here with this style from Picasso, just being very abstract, using that same mouth, nostrils being here. I tried to make a similar style in the eyes, but then kind of using the hair to look similar to my hair, with even the glasses being present in these big oblong rectangles. And to even have this colored triangle act as the body, coming down off of the neck into the main part. We have what is almost like the lenses in the glasses just being the 2 circles that are also present over here, and then having that nice cream colored box with the words as well, being against this really nice rich green background. This is one that I do like, and I think I would kind of print out for myself and have it. In terms of typeface, I just saw what it was. It was Avant Black, I believe it was called. That being the typeface coming all together. I thought it was a nice typeface to use, kind of acting similar to the original inspiration piece, but also being different enough to where it would be a little bit more bold and be able to seen from a little bit further away to act as a poster. I really did enjoy making this. It took me a while to fully make it, but having it all done, I liked it. Now I think I probably would add my beard into this, because I guess at this point last year, although I did have a beard, I just didn't include it in this, as most of the pictures that I make of myself really don't have beards, but I'm getting away from myself. That is going to be the final poster of today's video. I hope that you liked all of these 3 posters. I hope that you're excited for year 2 to get kicked off, because I know I am, because this year I believe is a very strong year within my design journey, and then year 3 even more so. And like I said with the last couple videos, year 3 is going to have some interviews with some of the artists that actually made some of the posters from that year. I can't wait for that, and I hope you are also excited for that. But with all that being said, if you could please like the video, subscribe, as that would help me out greatly, and then of course, like every video, comment below to tell me what your favorite poster from today's video was. And of course, you can head over to my website, crowndesign.com, ooh, all pretty, and look at some of the posters there and tell me what maybe your favorite was from the entire website. Even if you don't look at the posters themselves, you can go look at some of my other work, as pretty soon I might have some other stuff up there. That all being said, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Love yous. Bye.